Excuse me. Hold on, I said, excuse me. And excuse this motherfucker outside cutting grass. As soon as I decide to hit record, he start cutting grass and shit. So, excuse him too. But it's your round Pac Bordello tapping in with another episode of the Round the Clock Thinker Show, man. I had to just hit record on this one low key. I just took some notes and shit, but I'm telling you, man, I ain't feel like shooting this shit at all. But you know what? We gonna do it anyway. Because shit, that's a part of recognizing what we need to do. And speaking of, that's what we're gonna be talking about today. The ability to recognize can alter the direction of your life. The ability to recognize can alter the direction of your life. Now, before I start getting into that, I'm gonna look this up because I like to be precise with the meanings and the definitions of what I'm talking about, so that we all on the same page and you understand what I mean specifically when I say recognize. You know what I'm saying? So, to recognize is to identify someone or something from previous experience, or to formally acknowledge a fact or status. You see what I'm saying? So, to acknowledge, right? To identify someone or something from previous experience. The ability to recognize can alter the direction of your life. And what I mean is the ability to spot what's needed and not needed in your current situation. Now, usually, I'm all about the now, and I feel like the now is very important. It's important to be present. It's important to not be too attached to the past or the future. But there's a gray line. There's a line, a fine line between that. And that fine line represents the simple fact that you have to be able to still recognize and acknowledge patterns. So, chapter 1, we're talking about how the past tells it all. And the first start point is about the ability to recognize a pattern, once again, in your life, and then disrupt it. That can be one of the most powerful things that you ever learn to do. I'm going to say that again. The ability to recognize a pattern in your life and then disrupt it can be one of the most powerful things that you ever learn to do. And that can be with anything, right? Any pattern that you saw go on in your life and you realized it, right? You recognized it, you disrupted it, you redirected it, you got rid of it, and now it no longer exists in your life. For example, me, I had anger issues. I used to be mad all the time. It was easy to get me mad. It was easy for me to be in an altercation where I'm arguing with somebody, trying to force them to see my point of view, when in reality, who cares? You know what I'm saying? In reality, they're gonna think what they're gonna think anyway, no matter what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I had a bad pattern of getting mad quick. And you can ask anybody that know me. I stayed in fights. I stayed in arguments. I was always on some dumb shit. Until I started recognizing the pattern. And it was weird at first because I was so used to standing my ground and saying something when I felt like something needed to be said. To the point where when I recognized the pattern and I started to change this, it would be times that I would damn near be clenching my fists, holding myself back from saying something to someone who just said some slick shit. But that was me disrupting my pattern of always having to stop someone, uh their logic or whatever they're thinking, trying to force my ideas onto them, using anger. I had to disrupt that because in reality it was so tough for me not to say something that I just couldn't say shit at all. It was no me being strategic and talking to them and being pleasant and gentle in my words. At that time, it wasn't even a thing. I had to just not say shit at all, because if something came out, then it was gonna be not nice. You know what I'm saying? It was gonna be disrespectful, and shit would have escalated quickly. So that's one of the patterns that I realized, and guess what? I guarantee you that saved me a lot of jail time. I guarantee you that saved me a lot of fines and a lot of situations that could have went left just because I was yapping my fucking gums. You know what I'm saying? I learned to stop being so quick to talk and quicker to listen. Slower to talk, slower to speak, quicker to listen, quicker to observe myself, observe others. You know what I'm saying? And I realized a lot of them, their goal was just to try to be something that low key they really were not when they were alone by themselves. They only had this goal to be disrespectful or to throw their weight around when other people was around, i.e. women and things of that nature. So, me not speaking and being quicker to observe, it helped me a lot. It helped me learn a lot about other people. Another thing is being a liar. You know what I'm saying? A compulsive liar. If you can't look in the mirror and look yourself in the eyes and say you're a liar and you've been lying for the past 10 years, and we're going to start working on it. We're not going to be perfect, but we're going to acknowledge when we told a lie, and we're going to try to continuously correct it. If you can't do that, there's a pattern that's following you, and it needs to be disrupted, or else it's going to continue to follow you and make you an immoral person. Now, if you're fine with being immoral and having that type of stain on your character, then do you. But me personally, I don't like it. It makes me cringe. Okay. Another thing is addictions. Addictions was something that I really dealt with as well. I had to recognize that. I remember one point in time I said, you know what? I'm addicted to these fucking pills. I am. I didn't run away from it. I didn't lie about it. I said, you know what? I'm addicted to these pills. I am. I'm addicted to them. I can't control myself, and I need to do something about this. My ability to recognize that saved me health issues, saved me death. You see what I'm saying? It has me to the point where I'm still living healthily. And of course, should I make mistakes? Now when it comes to the right kind of foods to choose, is a fucking battle. I spent 20 plus years eating bullshit. So of course it's not gonna be easy for me to completely make that transition. But I'm very conscious of what I'm doing, and guess what? I'm not putting toxins in my body. And I try to make sure I get some kind of exercise in as well. So these things that I recognize about myself as far as addictions helped me in the long run, because that was over 4 or 5 years ago. I'm here now, and I'm in a situation to where I got a solid foundation to build on. So that's another thing that you need to recognize when it comes to your past. Having the ability to recognize, can you build on the foundation that you have? If not, you need a foundation. And on top of that, when you start building, you need to pay attention to your habits of building. I used to be so bad about not willing to take risk. I used to be so bad about not willing to compromise in the moment so that I could make things around me move more smoother. And I had to break that pattern. I had to disrupt that pattern of me doing that, because it will always put me in another sticky financial situation. And that's something that is basically is a curse, is a generational curse that needs to be broken. And you won't break it by looping the same habit patterns, the same way that you don't take risks. You're not willing to compromise. You're not willing to stick stuff out. You're not willing to see things through from a higher point of view. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep rolling, man, because I don't plan on sitting right here too long. I just want to be precise, and that's why I got notes this time. Chapter 2, I see you for who you are. The ability to recognize others, right? Yourself too, but others as well, right? And this start point is spot on. It says, see a person for who they truly are, not what you want them to be, and not what no one else tells you they are. I'm gonna say that again. See a person for who they truly are, not what you want them to be, and not what no one else tells you they are. So guess what? This goes right into relationships, especially romantic relationships, where not what you want them to be, seeing them for who they are. So you see a person for who they are, and you don't blind yourself with your own desire for them to be something. You see them for who they are, and you help them get as close to what you want them to be, or what would be best for them, as you can. But don't lie to yourself, and don't lie to them. Don't wear a cloak. The same thing with what no one else tells you they are. It'd be situations where friends are telling their girlfriend about their boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Telling her about her boyfriend and shit, and blowing up the spot. And their perception starts to cloak her perception of her own man that she go to bed with. You know what I'm saying? So that's letting someone else tell you who the person is. Instead, you should work on seeing people for who they truly are. That's the ability to recognize. You see a good person come into your life, even when it haven't turned into a romantic situation yet. You see a good person come into your life. If you don't have the ability to recognize that this is a good person that I should have stick around for a while, you'll fumble. You'll fumble the bag, as they say. And then you let a good person go on, and then guess what? That bad person, they come along. You don't see the red flags, and they stick around and cause some damage before they go. They stick around, but they cause a little bit of damage before they go. And now you gotta keep searching, and that's a pattern that you not recognizing of yourself, that you let the good people come and go because you're overlooking them and downplaying them. And really, you have a pattern of being attracted to toxic behaviors. You have a pattern of being attracted to things that aren't really healthy for you, and since you haven't disrupted that pattern, right, and got rid of that pattern, it's going to stay there, and you're going to continue to attract and bring the bad people into your life that causes you harm until you disrupt that pattern, period. That's just how this shit goes. All right. Let's go into chapter 3, man. We're gonna keep it rolling. I'm sipping orange juice, man. I'm trying to get this shit off. I'm trying to get it off to you, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We be really working hard over here, man. Trying to get this shit off to you, man. Consistently. Chapter 3. Your future is based on your ability to recognize what's happening now. I'm gonna say that again, is what I was talking about in the beginning. Your future is based on your ability to recognize what's happening now. Right? Star Point says, if you don't recognize now, you'll recognize later. But by then, it may be too late. Either way, you'll recognize. I'm gonna say that again, man. Let me make sure I move this up. It says, if you don't recognize now, right, you'll recognize later. But by then, it may be too late. Either way, you will eventually recognize. Right? So, you have to come into the now and be present, not oblivious. You have to be present in the now, but not oblivious. What does oblivious mean, Dolo? What does that mean? Completely unaware, unconscious, or unmindful of what is happening around you. So, let me say that again. In the now, you have to be, recognizing what's going on. I'm going to just use that because this is what we're talking about. You have to be in high recognition, but not oblivious in the present. As you're recognizing things, you start to adjust. You accept where you are. But shout out to Bob Proctor. You're not satisfied. You're happy with where you are because it's where you are. You have no other choice in most cases. It's just where you are. But guess what? Being unsatisfied, being dissatisfied is a creative state, because in your now, you're going to be thinking of ways to make adjustments, to be creative, to create something new, to grow. To grow. It's not about you. It's about the growth. It's about what you have to apply to grow. And when I say it's not about you, that sounds hella mean, don't it? It sounds hella mean for me to say it's not about you, it's about your growth. But sit back and think for a second. Why do you do anything in your life? Why do you want to attain anything in your life? It's to grow. The underlying desire is to grow every time. There's no way around it. So, in the end, it's about the growth. You're a part of the growth, but it's not necessarily about you. You don't really matter that much. The growth matters. The growth is what makes you matter. You growing, becoming better is what makes you matter. So the importance should be on the growth and what you have to applicate and implement when it comes to that, right? So I'm gonna say this again. This start point is crazy accurate. If you don't recognize now, you'll recognize later. But by then it may be too late. Either way, you will eventually recognize. So what can you work on right now with yourself? Right? Where can you grow? Are you actually aware of your current situation and where you're at from an honest standpoint? Right? And this could be in different categories: financially, health, wealth, relationships. Is your future going to be easier or more difficult? Or are you going to have to fight back to get to where you want to be? Or are you already kind of lurking around the premises? You're already kind of in the area. You're kind of figuring it out, right? Or are you going backwards? Are you moving backwards? Or are you recognizing patterns and making changes? See what I'm saying? Because either you're moving backwards or you're growing. Is no stagnation. Is no sitting in one spot. So are you recognizing patterns and you're now, and then starting to implement the changes in your now? You could focus on one step at a time. That's fine, as long as you're moving towards the right direction and you're not going backwards, and you're not oblivious, and you're using the present moment as an excuse to be oblivious and blind to the same patterns that are repeating themselves from the past, and then those same patterns that are repeating themselves from the past are going to continue to create the same present moment and therefore the same future. Nothing will ever change until you change. This next piece right here is, once again, about the present, right? Aside, and I feel like I may have said this, something similar to it earlier, aside from being present, the most powerful thing you can do in the now is to make sure you are setting your future self up for success in the long run. Aside from being present, right now, I'm here, and I have this, I have that, this is where I'm at. Okay. Aside from that, the most powerful thing you can do while you're in that now is to make sure you are setting your future self up for success in the long run. And it's not hard. It just takes a little bit of focus, a little bit of compromise, a little bit of sacrifice. And you'll find things starting to make sense and come together. Using strategy, be aware of what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how it's gonna turn out in the long run. Man, it's around Packwood checking out. Hey, look, man, I just got done with my booklet, man. I got a small error that I need to correct on here, but at the end of the day, this booklet is complete. This is one of the booklets out of the first draft anyway, you know what I'm saying? I only printed out so many copies just to see how it would turn out. So I haven't went and did the big bulk order yet. So therefore, this small error in here is gonna be corrected, and then we'll have uh, the official first drafts printed out. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll just, yeah, shit, man. Even with the ones that I got now, if you close to me or if you know, if we be talking, you know what I'm saying, you can contact me via email or email should be in the description or one of these social sites, man. Hit me up and be like, yo, I want one of them books. And I promise you, man, even if, man, look, you send me your address if you're not in my state. Send me your address. I'll mail you a copy, man. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I want to get this information out. You feel me? You don't have to pay me anything for it. You feel me? If you reach out to me, look how small this is. You could just zip that in an envelope, man. You can seal that up and shoot it out, man. And it's very handy. You can carry it with you. It'll fit right in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? You can go through here and throughout your day and just highlight or read a little piece before you go into work or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But yeah, man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It's your round Packboy Dolo. Checking out. Peace.